What's going on, guys? I'm Dan. This is Sin Waters, and today I have a review for you from the House of Parfums Vintage. Like to hear what it is? Stay right there. So the House of Parfums Vintage is very well known for recreating Aventus or Creed fragrances, and they've made a few other fragrances themselves. And this fragrance review, or cologne review, clone review, is no different. This time it's their take on Aventus Cologne, a clone of cologne, a clone of cologne, a clone of clone, a clone of clone. One of them's called Emperor Cologne, and the other one's called Emperor Cologne Intense. You guys already know the presentation of these boxes. Same mural on the back. If you bought any of their bottles, you already know what the bottles look like. Very nice caps, wooden caps. Label on what fragrances they are on the bottom. Nice labels on the front. Sprayers, very nice. I'm not gonna go over notes because Aventus Cologne is pretty much a clone of that one. So like I said, Emperor Cologne and Emperor Cologne Intense are their take on Aventus Cologne. For me, Aventus Cologne was a meh fragrance for me at the beginning. I was kind of hoping more for of the Aventus vibe, but just a little bit different, keeping the pineapple and this, that, and the other. I didn't really appreciate it at the beginning. Like I said, I had the fragrance. It was a meh fragrance. It was okay. It worked great as a scent. It didn't last long on me, and it made me kind of fall out of like with the fragrance. But after I tried Emperor Cologne and Emperor Cologne Intense, it made me appreciate the original better. The original as in Aventus Cologne. If the original Aventus Cologne worked great for you, longevity, projection, and all that stuff, you like the original, go for Emperor Cologne. It's pretty much matches up neck and neck. Just slightly smooth around the edges than Aventus Cologne in my opinion. But all in all, it's an exact clone, maybe 98, 95%, however you want to measure it out. It's great. Especially when it comes to longevity and projection. I feel that they're just on par with each other. Now when it comes to Emperor Cologne Intense, that is where it's more up my alley. The opening of Aventus Cologne, I feel, is a great fresh scent. My only gripe with it is that the longevity and projection sucked. It's not worth the price in my opinion. So when I tried out Emperor Cologne Intense, this is the fragrance, this is the formulation that made me fall in love with just the DNA all around. The opening of Aventus Cologne and Emperor Cologne Intense is there, just elongated. It lasts a lot longer. It just feels a little bit richer. It has a smooth, rounded feel to it. It's kind of hard to tell, but I've actually worn Emperor Cologne Intense a little bit more. It's kind of, the video doesn't show it much, but I've actually pulled this one a lot more. I think it's because I've been wearing Emperor Cologne Intense more and spraying the regular Emperor Cologne on my son. Parfums Vintage does a great job, in my opinion, of recreating almost every single one of Creed's fragrances. The only one that I had a gripe about was King Intense, which to me sucked. That one, I think, is just a flop in my opinion. Some people enjoyed it, but for me, it just didn't work. The projection sucked, the longevity sucked. It was an okay fragrance, but when it comes to everything else after, I think they've done a great job of staying consistent, of doing a better job of the original fragrance. If you enjoyed the DNA of Aventus Cologne but just wish it lasted longer, projected more, this is where you need to go. Aventus Cologne has nothing on this in my opinion. Great for spring, great for summer, and it might work in fall. It's not so much of a fall fragrance. I think that's where Aventus would step in all the iterations that Parfums Vintage has with them, with a heavier base. When it comes to projection and longevity, this one projects a little bit longer than Emperor Cologne, by like about an hour. When it comes to longevity, this one lasts up to 7 to 8 hours for me, where the original or Emperor Cologne only lasts maybe 4 to 5 hours. This one on my skin just works very well. I think this one lasts a lot longer than I can smell it due to that olfactory fatigue, because when I take a shower at the end of the day, I can smell it steaming up in the shower itself. They did a great job. In my opinion, 1 out of 10, I give this a good solid 9. It's not 10 because that goes to Pineapple Vintage Intense for me, but this one is just a solid fragrance. If you like Aventus Cologne and just wish it lasted longer, go for this one. Emperor Cologne It's tight, but it's just not up my alley because it's too close to the original. This one just knocks it up a few notches. I don't know if I said this at the beginning. These fragrances were sent out to me by Parfums Vintage. There you go, guys. That's my take on Emperor Cologne and Emperor Cologne Intense. Let me know in the comment section, have you tried these fragrances out? Have you smelled them? Have you bought them? Let me know what your thoughts are on them. If you'd like to be entered for a giveaway of a decant of each one of these fragrances, let me know in the comment section, and boom, you're in. You know what's up. Like, comment, subscribe, then boom, you're in. Boom. Emperor Cologne and Emperor Cologne Intense. Really dope fragrances in my opinion. Good clones of Aventus cologne. But at the end of the day, still scent the water.